And this is some lead line glass design that I did. I matched this with my bigger window in the front. Hey, the sun's going down, the light's getting dim, but you can see in the picture that there is a lead line crystal in the middle, and the sun does shine in there and put prisms all over the house. I figured that design out myself. I'm sure others have used it, surely, but I saw a lot of lead line crystals dangling from cars, and I got that idea to incorporate them in some of my lead line glass designs. And in the morning, I really have a lot of prisms around. A large lead line glass window that I designed. This is the first one that I designed. Hey, I always go big the first time. The others were actually the second time I designed the little rectangles above the fireplace there. But this is the first one I designed. What it is, it's a blue ribbon holding jewels, and those jewels happen to be lead line crystals, and when the sun shines in, it produces prisms all over the wall. And that was my own idea. I never even cracked a book, but I figured, well, I can do it. I did this big ship over here. I made it out of wood and brass and put together. That took hours to do. I'll get around there and get a little better shot in a minute. I can't get the whole lead line window. It's just too tall. It's about 5 foot long. There's my cat. Okay. And here's a model ship I did back about 15 years ago. And it's made of little strips of wood. I actually had to put the wood in water and bend them around the hull to get the curved effects there. And the little piece of wood on the deck, it's pretty small. Now this thing took 3 years of my spare time to make. I can focus it in a little bit. There we go. This model was left, they said that it's left for the best and the most experienced builders. Well, I kind of decided to go ahead and get this kit because I figured I did a lot of woodworking. I ought to be able to figure it out. It had a bunch of little brass items. This is the most complex model ship there was at the time. Thought the rigging was kind of difficult. All the plans were in Italian. But the rigging wasn't really hard. It just took forever. All those little knots I had to tie on the rat lines. And then I put all those little ropes on it. Okay, let's go visit my art room. And you'll you'll see a mural on the wall here. Actually, I don't refer to it as a mural. It's just kind of a wallpaper design I did, a few years back. I had a big G-scale train set in here, and I had mountains actually coming out from the walls, and I just decided I'd do a little mural to make it look a little better, but I considered this just a wallpaper design. It don't have any detail in. I've got this chest in front of the best part, the mountains, but I've got my stereo in here and my 4-channel and my drawing table, and I got a bunch of paints in the red cabinet there. That used to be my toolbox, and I threw the tools down in the garage, and I decided I'd just put my paints in here. Now, about 4 or 5 years ago, I bid on a palette at the Caves. They had different palettes with different stuff in. Well, I knew this had art supplies in. I guess an art store went out of business, and for just a little bit of money, I got about 60 tubes of large paint. They're the large paints, the Winsor & Newton, which isn't a bad type. And I got a whole bunch of little paints, and I put them in this toolbox. I put them in these plastic bags so they wouldn't really dry up. It's going to take years to dry up. This Data paint I had 30 years, and it's still good. The reds and the yellows seem to last a lot longer than the browns. I had one brown that was so hard I couldn't squeeze the tube of paints out. And then I got quite a few brushes here. I got several hundred brushes, and I even have some brushes. It says right in here. Okay, it says, well, I gotta focus. This camera, it does not automatically focus correctly in the video mode. And I'm not having much luck there, but I just wanted you to read on the carton. It says, good squirrel hair on this. So I've got to give these squirrel hair brushes away because they're really watercolors. They're good brushes. Okay, come out here. The folks want to see the good squirrel. Still not in focus. Anyway, those are the squirrels. Wonder if that's a part of his tail. Okay. Now over on this side, I got a cabinet. This is actually a kitchen island, but I got it in a garage sale real cheap. But it's got the stainless steel top and a cutting board over on the other side, and all these cabinets. It houses more of my brushes. These are the brushes I actually got at Hobby Lobby. Those are the ones I'm going to be using. And I've got a bunch of mason bottles here to hold my brushes and my paints and my linseed oil and my turpentine. Now, I was going to put an easel in here, but in this small of a room, it would have stuck out about 3 or 4 foot, wasting a lot of room. So what I did is I thought about this for a while and decided I'd put pegboard up. So with the pegboard, I can move all these items here up and down wherever I want and put whatever I want on them. Move the picture up and down, put my palette right here. That works out perfect. Well, let's see what I'm drawing here. This is going to be my second painting, but actually I'm going to do a full pencil sketch first. Like I did this pencil sketch as a preliminary for Farm Holiday.